Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He wants to change this route. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4 and the offense is threatening. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. The quick out. They'll mark him down at the 2 on that throw and catch. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Slams it ahead. And into the end zone for a touchdown. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half.
Shit. Caught it anyway. Good job.
So many points, so great job getting points. Get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes.
Yes, sir. Get him, Juju.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Bears the pressure. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep.
In, down. Yeah, you got a pick. Now you're going to get a touchdown. Good job, LeBron.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Yeah. I can hear you, bro. I can hear you, bro.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Go to your Robin Hood to swipe a gift. You got 1 minute and 25 seconds.
I don't have enough space. I don't have enough space on my phone. I already tried.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. On the move to the
I don't have no space on my phone. I need to download the app.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm
I have the app. I don't have no space to update the app. I gotta update it to you.
2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he's
Fuck.
always
I gotta get out of
the defense, they get a sack at the 47.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
Snap the ball, man. I can't snap the fucking ball.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete downfield. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Oh, my God.
Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback. Then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Line getting set on second down. They'll give it to the back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Vols decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line.
Bro, you got some tiny players, lol.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Finds his back in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. This crowd knows when to bring it. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Still looking, on the move. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets.
Kind of dirty, Justin. Just throw yourself in a pile of niggas' legs. Yeah. Let's go in there and go low.
14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
trusted player, glitch or something.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline. Not able to get to the first down mark.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run, finding open areas. Got the first down, looking for more. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not thrown from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Let's get my ball. Push off pass interference on the window.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Dances away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Could I have run the backside? The backside dig is probably wide open. I know it is. Damn.
Defense in press coverage. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He'll set up to throw. setting up the screen. Touchdown ball! And that one will give him the lead.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21.
That was third quarter anyway.
Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose down the left side. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Unloads quickly. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. Stumbled to the ground. Up-tempo for the offense. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Right on the money. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So first down will open up the final period. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Bryant. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some...
And he plows his way into the end zone.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but it's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 11 over Washington. We'll let you know if... anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding, I'm trying to...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
It's on target and complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Volunteers 3rd down trying to keep this drive alive. Breaking down. Under pressure. Down he goes at the 33.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
The Vols will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Running.
Let's go.
Touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Oh, it's just so much space. Boy couldn't change direction. And then couldn't stop. It took him three steps to stop. 1, 2, 3. And then got ran by. Didn't even reach a hand out. He almost helped 22 get the tackle. 22 actually has to make that tackle.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll throw it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Throws to the tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch and gets the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense to put up points. This out of reach, you know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down.
And the defense makes makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Vols racing to the line in a hurry-up.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're...
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Somehow swim.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Find some fresh air.
The returner brings it out to the 35, and the offense will take over.
Now this offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively...
Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Hunter. He's got it. Now on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll run the option. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it. First down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it.
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the... Like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to throw, it's Hunter. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. On fourth and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes to the right. Past the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Touchdown Volunteers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they're in for a touchdown late in this game.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Just too much juice on that. Mails his receiver out of bounds. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Straight ahead from inside his 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Gets it out fast. The offense will use a timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He makes the catch. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Yeah, and he had the option. Would have pitched. I'm not sure if it would have mattered. Really nice job by the defense. They saw it all the way, reacted to it well. Right to the quarterback, swallowed him up, and got him on the ground.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout by the offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship. And maybe going to the playoffs, everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.